I'm so sick of these entitled Section 8 tenants who think they could just sit at home, jerk off, and play video games all day while my tax dollars pay for their food stamps, their housing, and their welfare babies. It's nonsense. I'm so sick of these entitled
If I wanted to stay on Section 8, I could have. So to the bitch who just commented and said, tell the truth, you didn't give it up. You were put off the program. No, I was not. I was not put off no program. You must be one of them hoes from my YouTube channel who think you know what the fuck I told you. I read the notice to vacate letter. You can fight all of that. They have to serve you with a court document, which they did not do. That was just them telling me if I want to leave now, or we're gonna serve you with an eviction notice. I ain't feel like waiting. I didn't care to fight because I didn't care to stay there. Who finna pay $1,100 a month when half the shit in the apartment don't even work? Don't even want to fix shit. Rats all through the fucking complex. Who finna stay there? Who was finna fight that? So I willingly packed my shit up and moved. What part of that don't you get? Yeah, and now I'm at my job and not having to report my income, and we just got a raise every 20 seconds. That's about to buy a home with your stuff. I didn't want to do none of that. And my Section 8 was only for my complex. It was not transferable. I can't leave it to my kids. I wasn't gonna do that poor ass shit any fucking way. But yeah, mind the business that pays you. If you're not congratulating or tooting my horn, why are you in my comments? And yes, I removed your comment because this is my channel. This is my page. I can remove what I want. You get no likes or clicks or views over here, honey. Go worry about them kids with that nappy ass hair. Go worry about that instead of worry about my business. Thank you.
The crazy thing about this is she's on here disputing whether or not she got evicted. Like she's saying she wasn't kicked off. But even in her caption, it says, I moved in on my own just sooner than I wanted because they had actually started filing the paperwork for them to begin to get her evicted. And she's saying she moved out sooner than she wanted to because she wouldn't have moved had they not filed that. It's that simple. Why does the ego get to this point to where, first off, you didn't have to come online and address it anyway. But if you're gonna address it, why do you have to be so prideful about it? You know, you can just be honest and then just let it breathe. It's not that big of a deal. It sounds like it worked out anyway. So the dots ended up connecting. So I don't understand the defensiveness behind it. But it's just like the disposition is just always to try to give off this facade or this appearance when you didn't have to come on here and put your business in the first place. You gave people an angle to try to come at you by telling your personal business. If I was about to get kicked off Section 8, I wouldn't feel the need to tell that. But did y'all see that music video at the beginning? So they have a theme song now. It's pretty self-explanatory. I don't feel like there's much I need to say. But if I was an attorney, just for an example, on behalf of the taxpayers, I'd have saved that video in my exhibits, and that would have been the final exhibit, and that would have been what I'd have shown, and I'd have been like, and I'll rest my case, Your Honor, because that's just egregious. But let's go ahead and let's get into the next clips. If you could like the video, I greatly appreciate it. Only takes a second, and it actually does help out tremendously.
So just to let you guys know, they are currently escorting me out of the courthouse because I attempted to try and record a TikTok video like what I'm doing right now. They attempted to take my phone, I complied. Essentially what has happened today is that an eviction has been granted using the incorrect name and improper service. I know my rights legally, and the judge still disregarded all those facts and my motion. So currently I have to go to appeal this, and I would call on the people to let this be known, and if you would like to file your complaints, you can file them here at the Milwaukee County Courthouse, because this has gotten to a point where now I am homeless, I have nowhere to stay, and there is an eviction on my name. So please, I call on you guys to help me because this is getting very serious. But real quick, y'all know what the most fucked up thing about it is though? This man is trying to have me evicted because I know too much. Because I know about the fact that he's having these bills pile up in her name, and we had a disconnect notice come in the mail. Before he got arrested, oh yeah, open that up, $1,991 owed for the energy bill in my grandma's name, with a disconnect notice attached. And even during that 28-day notice for the eviction he filed on me, after he assaulted me, mind you, he turned the utilities off on me and I ended up falling down the fucking stairs, right? You can't do that. Illegal self-help eviction. But even more, he filed using the wrong name, knowing my name because I had just got a temporary restraining order on him and it said my name. Prominence. Filed using the wrong name. I have not received any proper service. No one has formally served me any eviction papers naming me. And it's fucked up that judge granted it because you saw all that shit. So you're going to sit there and allow my grandmother to sit there in a house that he can't even pay for because he doesn't work. He wants her to die so he can sell it, y'all. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? He's waiting on her to die so he can sell her fucking house and go live lavishly. That's what the fuck is happening in Wisconsin. That's what the fuck is going on.
Here's my thing: is the issue that the eviction isn't warranted, or did they just make a error when they were filling out the paperwork with your name? Because she keeps, or because they keep trying to make it seem like, oh, they put the wrong name. They put the wrong name. Okay, well, I mean, we know we're talking about you though, so we got your right name. If they filed the wrong name or missed a letter or something, that's one thing. But then on top of that, this seems like this is like family drama, family issues. Ultimately, what I'm trying to understand is, were you wrong or were you not? Because justice is going to get served one way or the other. So regardless if you're trying to find all these technicalities to try to straddle the fence and inch your way out, all I care about is, were you wrong or were you not? Otherwise, what you coming online for? Now, I am a little bit curious, so maybe we'll spin the block at the end of the video and try to figure out a little bit more information. But let's go ahead and get into the next clips.
Announce yourself.
The smell. Oh, is that pee all over the floor? I don't know. Gross. Oh yeah, and shit. Too worried about that, but
How these 8 children lived. She said this is one of the worst days of her life evicting this family. She said not because of the eviction. She's like, no, I want to start making money on this property, but it's because of knowing now that these 8 children were living like this under these circumstances, which is what we say. A lot of these parents or single parents, they're not raising the children, they're surviving with the children or worse.
Should be alright.
hopefully not. Oh my god, these steps. There's piss everywhere. Oh no. Oh, there's just shit everywhere. My god.
Baby sleeps in here?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Oh, I was pissed all over that. That's gross.
Oh my god.
Sorry. You know how poo like turns white?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Oh
turd.
my god. Oh. Oh my god.
So apparently, the tenant who was in this house had 8 kids. But here's what I want to know. Because picture this. When they had 7 kids and they was in that house, and it was still as nasty because one ain't going to make that big of a difference. When they had 7 kids, what I want to know is, who is the man who came up in that house and impregnated her for the 8th time? Because, sir, you are a wild boy. You are a wild child. Because that's wild. Because that house looked horrible. And I can only imagine the smell. I don't even want to try to imagine. But the fact that she's living up in there like that, and funny enough, it's actually a pretty nice house. It has a lot of potential. And then you wonder why you can't move on and progress to the next level. Because you've been bestowed this property. And now you can't even go to that next level because you're not even really taking good care of what you have. Because you've taken on more than what you could handle. All these kids that you're trying to raise by yourself. And I wouldn't be surprised if she's got a 9th one coming in the coming year or two.
Good morning. Good morning. So I'm at the eviction I did last week, and I'm coming to you with a message. See, this person right here, I gave them a chance. They was living at this extended stay. Nobody else would give them a chance to rent. So I give them a chance. I gave them a chance to rent. But I'm walking y'all through this so y'all can see. Look at this bathroom. Bathroom is terrible. But I'm gonna give you a walkthrough of this to let you know if somebody calls you and they can't get a place and they're staying at the extended stay, leave their ass at that extended stay. You cannot help everybody because when you help people, this is exactly how they leave your property. You know, you try to be a good person sometimes, but it always does not work out there. So if they call you, oh, nobody else will rent to me, this, that, you know, I'm staying at the extended stay. The extended stay is charging me $400 or $500 a week. Leave their ass there. Because now look what they did to you. So right now, this tenant has not contacted me. There's no communication. I don't even know if they want to come get their stuff. You know, I'm looking,
Nope.
you know, there's some TVs in here, it's a PlayStation here. It's some stuff of value that they should come get, but you know, most of the time, wash and dry, most of the time they're not going to contact you.
Wow.
And yeah, this is terrible and it's out of line. You know, and they know at the extended stay, they wouldn't have paid that weekly rate at the extended stay, they'd have been kicked out that same week. So you gotta understand, you just be leery and cautious when giving people a chance. I tried to give this person a chance, and look at it, they bit me in the ass.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, they call you, they stay at the extended stay, they can't get a place. You don't have to be the landlord. You don't have to be the landlord to give them a chance. You don't have to give people chances all the time. Make them better their situation.
You know what's ironic here too? You know, we're reviewing these videos of clearly all these people with all these kids. And it's like you're not even taking advantage. This shows how unresourceful you are. This. You're not even taking advantage of the advantage you have of having kids. These can be your little workers. There's no reason your house should be dirty like this. Listen, if I have 7, 8 kids, understand some of them are going to be the prepubescent babies, but I know some. Listen, at least some of them are 7, 8, all that. So probably older than that. That's if you stair step each one of them. So I say this to say, okay, you can take care of the small children. Listen, all these kids are going to have a job. You're on wipe duty. You vacuum the house every 2 hours. I mean, like, you're not even delegating the kid. You're just letting them run amok. And most likely you're nasty too. So it's almost seeming like this is your preferred habitat to live in. Just filth. Because there's no excuse why it gets like this, in my opinion. So I told you guys, well, if we had some time, that we would double back to the person who was acting like their name wasn't on the paper or whatever. So let's just get back into it and get a little bit more context.
Well, thank you so much for presenting me the opportunity to prove not only how dumb you are, random person, but my father. Would y'all like to explain to me how I'm being evicted, yet the person who's supposed to be paying the bills in my grandmother's name have allowed them to rack up to $1,991.46 to the point where we had got a disconnect notice? Anyone? And so the power ended up getting shut off, and I'm thinking it's because of this. No, come to find out, I was in the home and he was away because I had a restraining order on him, and he turned the utilities off on me during a 28-day notice for an eviction, which is illegal. That's an illegal self-help eviction. Do y'all know that? So what did I do? I put the power in my name, and I've been paying it faithfully ever since. To this day, the power is on because of me at that home, because I would never allow my grandmother to be sitting there in the dark. And the power bill is the most important thing. What keeps the fridge going so your food is fresh? What lets you have access to Wi-Fi? What keeps your water hot? What keeps the house warm? And as far as my hair, I do my own hair, and I don't have to pay for the hair. Thank you.
Okay, so what it seems like, what it appears allegedly, is that she wasn't paying the rent. So that's why they filed. And now I'm guessing this is like her grandmother's husband or boyfriend or something. And, they're going at it. That's what it seems like. I don't really care to get any more context after that. But yeah, we'll leave it there. If you could like the video, I greatly appreciate it. It only takes a second, and it actually does help out tremendously. Also, if you could hype the video, hype is a feature that YouTube offers where it helps smaller content creators like myself. And it is the top of the week, so everybody's got some new hypes. So if you can press the hype button, it'll show you the points. And since I am a smaller content creator, it actually gives us more points the more you hype. And then also Patreon's link below if you want to see self-improvement content. But until then, I'll catch you in the next video.